everybody. Welcome to The Bridge. I'm WSAV's Natalie Hendricks. Well, are you planning a vacation? Well, if you are, you've probably thought about, well, I have to secure the house, and that's a good thing. But have you actually thought about what you need to do to protect your personal information? It's definitely something to think about because travel season is prime time for hackers. But never fret, because we have great ways to make sure that you keep everything safe while you're having fun. When you leave your home for an extended vacation, your goal is rest and relaxation. But there are some out there who get to work when you take a break, and they're up to no good.
Almost since the start of time, bad guys have targeted travelers, right? Let's go back to the days of pirates and highwaymen. When you're on the road, when you're traveling, you tend to, first of all, bring some very valuable things with you. But in addition to that, your vulnerabilities are up.
Not only are your vulnerabilities up, your defenses are down. And that could happen by doing something as simple as charging your phone.
A USB cord can pass both power and data. So there are devices out there that bad guys can buy, very inexpensive, that allows them to install malware actually in the cord on a USB charging station. So the simple advice there is plug it into the wall. Another great point is public Wi-Fi. Do you really need to be doing banking in the coffee shop? Maybe you should wait till you get home, or at the very least, use a VPN, because anybody could be tapping into that line.
And if you think your electronics are the only thing bad guys look for when it comes to taking advantage of you, think again. Your paper information, airline tickets, and itineraries can be a gold mine for them too.
You sit down in the airline seat and you take that ticket and you sit it in the seat in front of you and you forget about it. You want to take those old tickets home and you want to shred them, because inside of that barcode is all of your personal information, your loyalty rewards number, and your itinerary. All the information I would likely need, other than your password, to break into one of your accounts. And if you're like most Americans, you probably have at least 10 loyalty programs that you're part of. And maybe you've been a little lazy along the way and have used the same password for all of them. All it takes is the bad guy to figure out what one of those passwords is, and they're into all of them.
Loyalty programs may not seem as important as your banking information when it comes to travel fraud, but nearly $1 billion is lost every year to crime. That's a billion with a B. And there's one more great piece of advice for you, especially if you're traveling for work.
Leave the work laptop at home, right? Or at the very least, leave the data at home. Put your data in the cloud if you need to access it for that important presentation. But don't pack it with you, because if you lose that laptop, it's all gone.
Wow, definitely some great information there. And just a few more safety tips for you when you travel. If you have to use an ATM, well, try to find an ATM that's indoors, like at a location like a bank or an airport. They're less likely to have been tampered with. Also, try to travel with your own power backup source so that you're not forced to use a public USB connection.